Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot. This is Eddie, my plushy baby crow, and this is the Urban Crow Oracle created by MJ Colonnade. Now, a while back when I first got this, I unboxed it for all of us. I can put the link to that video in the description below, and then you can watch that and see all the cards in this incredibly illustrated, beautifully illustrated deck that MJ Colonnade has created, because I believe this woman is every bit as obsessed with crows as I am. Like, just look at the different illustrations. There's a single word on every single card that can inspire and empower, that give you like insight and guidance, and just, well, crows, because crows are freaking awesome. They're the most intelligent, well, one of the most intelligent animals in the world, and are believed to be the most intelligent bird in the world as well. Now, I have crows at my house. We've got about 6 of them, and I've been feeding them lately. It's simply peanuts and cat food, sometimes different fruit. Like, we had peaches the other day, and the peaches, like, no one was eating them, so I caught one up for them. Oh, and they absolutely loved it. So these crows especially, they're scavengers, so they love whatever they can find. They're very friendly, they're very sociable when you kind of get them to trust you. That is the key there. You have to make them like realize that you're not going to hurt them, that you're not going to attack them, not going to harm them, because in history, you know, farmers and crows, they are not friends. There's a reason scarecrows exist, because scarecrows are meant to scare the crows from eating the fruits and vegetables that the farmers have planted. So definitely, like, they have to be comfortable around you, you know. And once you like start, you know, just being nice to them, they'll bring you things and everything. I went to, like, today when I went and fed them, they had, when I went to go get the little dishes, because what I do is I have these like little well, you know, terracotta, and where they have the plants, like you put the plants in it, it's a little thing that holds the water underneath, so it's like a little saucer, and that's what I use to feed them. I have 2 of them, so I just fill those up with like the peanuts and the cat food and the peaches or whatever fruit or any vegetables that I have. They don't like broccoli though, so that's a little piece of information you might not have known. But I went up there today and I got the saucers, and when I came back, there was a piece of glass about this big, like, sitting right where I put the saucers. So they actually, I guess there's no shiny, sparkly things around here, but that to me was such a token of like their gratitude and appreciation, because it wasn't there before. But when I walked back up there, the crows are actually sitting in the trees above me and waiting for the food. So I know they brought that. I know they dropped it right there. It's like, thank you for bringing us this food. So that was a little tidbit, you know. And like I said, I've already unboxed this. I've already showed you these cards. So that was a quick flip through of the Urban Crow Oracle, first edition, you know, like first cards of it. And then what I have to share with you today is the expansion pack for the Urban Crow Oracle. Now, a few weeks ago, I believe, MJ Colonnade, I think she said in the email that she was cleaning out one of her storage units and she had a bunch of these left over, like the different expansion packs and stuff, so she was selling them for $10, and that $10 included shipping. So here it is. Gonna have to like cover up my address and stuff so you don't see it, but you got that right there. And we are going to unbox this. Let's see how easy this thing is to get open. It is not, which is why the handy dandy scissors come in handy. So we got a little snip right here. I can do this quickly. Maybe I did a little snip right there, so hopefully that can help us get it open, and you won't have to see me struggle that much, which I'm still struggling, definitely struggling, but it's okay. That's what's exciting, you know. We're getting into the container, we're seeing what the cards look like. Part of the fun of unboxing is unwrapping it. It's like Christmas, right? So we've got that. There we go. We've got the box open, because when you're using scissors around cards, it can get dangerous, because you might stab the card, you might cut it ever so slightly, and then it's not perfect. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get them out. There we are. So it has the expansion guidebook right there, so you have the information there too. And it's about the same size as the original. I didn't show you that. But right there is the original book. So there's the Urban Crow guidebook and the Urban Crow expansion guidebook. So it gives you the little tidbits of information that she was thinking whenever she created these. And come on, the illustrations are absolutely incredible, are they not? Like, you see just the backgrounds alone. There's the crow. Like, I love this woman and the way that her mind works and everything, because crows, Cosmic Crow Tarot, I love crows. That's why, you know, I've got this tiny little plushie here. I've got bigger versions of it. They go everywhere I go when I do festivals and stuff, and I even have a mobile, like a child's like little spinny thing that goes above their bed. I have a mobile that hangs above my tables. Every time I do a festival, every time I do anything, like sitting at this table right here, right above us, I'm not going to show you that right now because it's kind of like dark in my room, but that mobile is there, and it's made completely with feathers and purple like yarn or something. My best friend made it for me. You might know him as, I believe his YouTube handle is David Ralph Lapointe. He's a very, very talented artist, musical artist, painting artist, coloring artist, jewelry artist. Like, this man is an artist through and through. He's incredible. So I will put Kindred Vibes Sound Healing to the YouTube thing in there too, because I was talking about it. If I can remember to put that in the description, you can check that out as well. Yep, still like struggling to get this open, so handy dandy scissors will have to come in handy again. And scissors for the win, and we have the deck free. Now look at that. It exactly expands the deck we already have. There are the backgrounds. They are exactly the same. You could make this nice little awesome painting if you wanted to, like hang these all up on the wall, and you could connect them all together because it kind of just flows there, doesn't it? But we've looked at these, you know, like I said, link in the description below of where I've unboxed this one. Illusion right there with the mirror, and I'll just set that right there, and we'll go through this deck right here and start right there. And what is it but the word trust and feeding them peanuts in their hand? Weren't we just talking about that? I don't feed them like out of my hand. It's gonna come. That's my goal, is to have them trust me enough to take things out of my hand. We're not there yet though. I've just started like feeding them in the last couple months, like really being specific about it, because I was just walking around the yard going, peanuts, peanuts, get your peanuts, and setting them on fence posts. But I think the squirrels were getting those before the crows. So we're getting closer. We're absolutely getting closer. Absolutely love, love, love this illustration. Like those roses right there, that very much looks like my actual rose bush, the same colors and everything. And peanuts. Crows love peanuts. The ones I get, they come from the grocery store. They're like $4 for a really big bag. I can't even get it on camera there, but there's like probably over 100 peanuts in it, and it's like $4. Don't get salted, get unsalted. I get unsalted and unroasted. So like they're very just, you know, you pick them or you dig them up. I don't know how peanuts are grown. I know they're from a plant though. But yeah, you can do that. You can feed them peanuts, and who knows, maybe one day they're going to eat them out of your hand because they trust you. So that is an awesome illustration right there. And then of course, you know, they might get trapped. You know, the more they trust you, they might come in your window, you shut that window, and then the crow is trapped. So that would suck for the crow, but hey, it's cold outside, so maybe it's not that bad of a thing. So there is trap. Strength is next. Staring down, like I think that is an eagle, like maybe a bald eagle that isn't completely grown yet, a harpy eagle or something, but definitely finding the strength to face those kind of things, and strength in numbers for crows for sure. Because at our house, they have like, there's 6 crows. I believe there's only 6 because I've only ever seen 6. There might be more, but they're like really elusive. But there's 6 crows and 1 hawk, and those crows and that hawk like fight constantly. But you know, strength in numbers, and that hawk could like hurt them if he really wanted to. So that's strength. Stability is after strength. It seems like, yeah, we're kind of like they're in alphabetic order here, because T, T, S comes before T, then we have S here, so the one after this is probably like R. There, secret R. Yes, we're going backwards in the alphabet. You want to know a secret? I can actually say my alphabet backwards. I'm fairly good at it. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. There, if you ever want to know how to say the alphabet backwards. Ta-da! Anywho, stability. You can see there he's making, or he or she is making their nest. If you know how to tell the sex between, or the gender between a female and a male crow, I'd love to hear it, because I can't really tell. I just assume because it's building the nest that it's the she. So you see that illustration there of stability. Rebirth. Rebirth is a beautiful illustration as well. Coming alive, like being reborn and having that confidence, and all those feathers, you know, you had to shed a lot before you could be reborn. Rain. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is this illustration? Look at the rainbow above, you know, reminding you that the rain has to fall in order to bring things to life. And that's rainbow is the sun shining through the rain to remind you that there's happiness awaiting on the other side of it. That's absolutely gorgeous. And open-hearted is next. Open-hearted is a real, like, a illustration of a heart, so that's really awesome. You got all the ventricles and everything there, and you see that open-hearted and flying free, like being free, you know, so you can trust yourself and trust others as well, and just flying free, open-hearted. Beautiful illustration again. Injury. Well, yeah, if you're like in that kind of situation, that could definitely cause injury. You know, crows too, a lot of times I've read stories and I've seen videos and stuff of crows, like they are injured and they go to people for help and the people actually help them and then they're like friends for life. So that reminds us that that's possible if we're willing to help our feathery friends. Identity is next, and you have that illustration right there of identity where he's like looking in the water. So it's kind of like moon tarot card energy, isn't it? Like facing those, that darkness within, facing your dreams so you can like come out and be true to who you are and believe in yourself. That authenticity, I feel like that's a bunch about related to identity as well. Let's get those cards like right there. Forgiveness is right there, and you've got the key. You know, they're all like hugging and pecking on each other, like maybe crow kiss right there in the key. So forgiveness might be the key to finding happiness, to finding peace within. So that's an awesome illustration there. Fog is right there, and that's really cool, like all the fog and the spooky stuff and everything. I've heard before that, and I really love this, that fog, like you see fog random places, it's actually spirits that weren't able to pass move on. So I don't know if that is true or not, but beautiful illustration there. And the crows, you know, there are the connectors of this between the veils. They can fly through the veils, so that could very much be the fog, the clarity, the spirits coming from the other side to give us insight. So that's awesome. Dreams, the dream illustration is right there. And Wizard of Oz vibes, hardcore right here, because here is, you know, where Dorothy is when she when the tornado comes, and then she goes through the tornado and she comes out in Oz and it's all colorful and lit up and everything. And dreams, that key is making your dreams a reality, you know, leaving the black and white behind and finding that color and that life in the world. So beautiful illustration there. Dawn is next, because you know DA comes before DR, and we did this backwards. So there is dawn, you know, dawn of a new day, letting the past go and seeing the sunlight that is there for the next day. Little orphan Annie there, the sun will come out tomorrow. Creativity shows the potential you can have for creating something. Oh, and this just inspired me to do something. My cat Dash, I don't know if you've seen pictures of her and stuff before on social media, maybe even videos and stuff, but one of her lunches that she has in revolvement, is that a word? But one of the lunches that she has every like once a week or something is little tiny shrimps. So now I'm curious, can I actually, like, would they like that? Could I give the crows some of my cat's shrimp? We could see. That'd be interesting. Choices is next, and you have that illustration. This clamshell or this clamshell, you know, you have choices and options. Did you know that the average person makes over 35,000 choices in a single day? Yes, I made the choice to unbox this video on camera. It's always a choice of what I want to make my videos like. If you have a specific video that you'd like to see or something for me to do, then comment on this video and let me know, because you know that's your choice to do if you want to comment or not. So there is choices. Betrayal is not an illustration I like, you know. He's still in the road and there's the car. Look, no one is driving the cars, so that's interesting. You want the crows like use cars and stuff and use people to break things open. Like if they have a nut that they find on a tree or something, then they throw it. See the one sitting up here? You know, you throw it down into the road so that the cars can crush it and then they can eat it. But if they're still standing in the road and they don't realize this car's here, then that crow definitely betrayed them because they didn't say, hey, there's a car coming. So that's kind of, I don't enjoy that one very much. No, it's sad. Alliance is next. There's the cat and the crow, and it shows like how connected they can be, how much they can work as partnerships. Crows love cat food, so there's that. You can go to like the store and buy a really like small bag of cat food and do what I do and like put them out in little saucers or something, and they really do enjoy cat food. I watched a video once of this guy that bought cat food and went to an abandoned parking lot, and he started throwing the cat food out in the parking lot, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you that parking lot, it was like a mall parking lot or a big store parking lot that went out of business, but that parking lot completely filled up with crows. I mean, it was a murder for sure, because there were hundreds, maybe even thousands of crows that were eating this cat food. So cat food, an alliance with cats, you know, cats like cat food, crows like cat food. So there is the alliance, but it's just, that's one thing, a cheap thing that you could feed the crows to get them to like you and start trusting you and come to your house. Allie is next, and you've got that illustration. Ooh, and I love the way that this crow is painted. You've got that, like, the wings spread and everything, you know, going down that alley, like finding the clarity that comes out the other side and everything. That is absolutely beautiful. I love, love, love that illustration. Adventure is next. We've got one other one behind that. But adventure is, I love this. I love everything about this deck because there's so much insight you can gain, so much, like, what's the word, empowerment and inspiration you can gain, and there's not much to them. There's the illustration, there's not numbers, there's not specifics. It's adventure. You know, this says, like, if you drew this card in a reading, it would say, you know, don't be afraid to go on this chance. You deserve an adventure. You deserve to do something, fly free. So this is beautiful. I love this. And last but certainly not least is acceptance. You know, there's the tiny crow, and he's being accepted by that family. You know, we find those people that just accept us for who we are and what we do. And, like, when we're true to ourselves, and we find those people that just seem to understand us, to accept us. Oh, life is so much more beautiful. So that is the Urban Crow expansion pack, side by side with the Urban Crow regular deck. And like I said, you've got that guidebook right here that she considered, or included with it and wrote it. You've got acceptance right there. Like, it just starts out and it tells you the young, abandoned, vulnerable crow was surrounded by birds outside its community. Although new and unfamiliar, it was accepted and found support. Acceptance was included in the expansion pack because I felt that we often hold back from presenting our authentic selves or being vulnerable because of a fear of rejection, especially by those whose opinions we value. As humans, we crave acceptance. It makes us feel connected and stable. Ask yourself if you have been biting your tongue, pretending to be someone different, or putting off a significant life shift out of fear your actions will lead to rejection. Acceptance brings stability and support, and losing that can leave us feeling isolated. When acceptance appears in a reading, you may need to consider if you are altering your behavior because you don't want to lose the acceptance of someone you value and respect. If their approval is conditional, you may need to ask yourself if it's worth it to deny your true self. Yes, yes, yes. That's such an important message. You know, that's what I scream, what I'm all about. Be true to you. Love the skin you're in, and then other people will love you too. RuPaul says it at the end of every single American Drag Race release, and it's also in the Australian one. I don't know which other ones have this. And if you can't love yourself, how in the hell do you expect to love somebody else? And this illustration right here, this illusion, you know, he's facing himself. This illustration, you know, he doesn't fit in yet, but he needs to be true to who he is. So we need to be true to who we are. We need to love who we are. We need to appreciate who we are so that we can accept ourselves. And when we love who we are, well, there's no limit to what we can achieve. And so that illustration, it just kind of connects with this one so much, you know, fighting with yourself and not accepting yourself, and then you're not going to be accepted by others because they see that fact that you don't appreciate yourself. And there you've got all those little what are they? They're dandelions, but they're like the wishing aspect of it. So, you know, blowing out that truth to yourself, showing the world what you're created, like what you're made of and who you are. That's, yes, I just did that little reading right there because of these two illustrations together. But I'm so excited to add this to my collection. You know, get a reading, you can ask for this deck specifically included in your reading. I would love the opportunity to read with it. I will be adding it to many different readings and stuff coming up because it's just, I love the illustrations. MJ Cullinane, you are so freaking talented. This is incredible. Now the real question that we have now is this box that the original Urban Crow Oracle came in. Will these two decks fit in this box together along with the guidebooks? So we're going to set the guidebooks in there. We're going to take the, well, actually we'll separate them, okay? So we've got the regular. We'll set the regular in there because we know it fits because that's where it came from. Set those in there like that. I don't think this is actually going to work, so we're going to have to see. Set the book on top of that and put the cards on there. No, we're not going to do that. That's not going to fit. So we're going to put that like that and that on there. And then we're going to close it up. And then we're going to realize that this doesn't fit. Wait, yes, we can fit it. It doesn't close completely. You know, if you're going to take this somewhere, take a hairband, I've got one of those around my wrist, and like put it around it so it doesn't pop open and break those cards. But they do all fit technically. It's like open a little bit and it kind of pops open. But if you've got it on a shelf and you want to shove it in there, like to keep it safe, it's going to stay in there. So that is the Urban Crow Oracle by MJ Cullinane. The different illustrations on it, obviously I have it on there backwards. Hold on. I can do this like this, right? Maybe. There we go. There we go. Yes, there we go. It's on the back. It's on the front. The expansion pack and everything is in there. And I'm not going to say my crow collection is complete because it never ever will be. But Eddie and I are very, very happy about this illustrated deck and this expansion pack. So, as always, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.